Jangling here, not the friendliest of handshakes between the two of them. Bitter rivals. Barney looking to banish the memory of 5 previous Premier League semi-final defeats. Remember, he's never made the final. Taylor hasn't lost to Barney on the big stage since 2008 and has never lost to him in the Premier League. Have your say on the matches tonight. At Sky Sports starts our Twitter account. Join the thousands that are joining us and enjoying the banter week in, week out. And the latest Darts news, go to our website, www.skysports.com/darts. Crowd building by the minute. Let's get it on with Stuart Pike and Wayne Mardle.
Thanks, Dave. Here we go. It's the first semi-final. Phil Taylor versus Raymond van Barneveld. This could be a belter. Barney, 5-time losing semi-finalist, as you pointed out, Dave Clark. Phil Taylor, 6 times champ. Barney hasn't beaten Phil in 17 Premier League outings. Taylor has beaten Barney 46 times. Will anything change, Stu?
Well, one thing's for sure, you can feel the tension. It really is a special atmosphere here at the O2. 10,000 darts fans, 2 great rivals, a courteous touch of the hands. Barney wins the throw in the practice room. Barney gets us underway. Fantastic start. Oh, what a start! If that lays down a marker for this night of darts, bring it on.
Straight away I've noticed Phil Taylor is using different darts again. He does keep tinkering. They weren't bad, were they? Look at this, 4 perfect darts. It would have been too early in the night, Stu. Would have gone downhill from there.
Wow. It really is a special atmosphere. I went into the practice room and you could feel the tension in there. 180, 140, 140, 140. The first 4 visits to the hockey in this semi-final. Best of 15, first to 8.
Barney, he likes to dictate the pace and he likes to get ahead. Obviously Phil would like to get off to a win in the first few legs as well, but Barney, in my opinion, has to get off to the better start. We know Phil can fight. Barney sometimes, just sometimes, can turn it in all too easily. But we've seen a different Barney in this Premier League. He's never been in front of Phil Taylor at the end of the Premier League phase. And this is a first for him.
Well, double 14 to lead, double 16. Well, but you're right, he has to get off to a good start. Barney's finishing, in the main, that match against Taylor apart in Dublin has been spot on. Now this could be massive. Well, not anymore. A loose start from Phil Taylor, so Barneveld will return. Got to start well.
The tension in the first start from the power. Double 8 for a comfortable hold. Mentioning comfortable, Barney looks comfortable. Taylor rattled about something already.
Yeah, he just looks distracted at the moment, Phil Taylor, and something has obviously caught his eye. And Taylor needs to focus, needs to concentrate. But nothing wrong with the darts, despite the fact that he has changed them, as you said. We'll have a look at that in a moment, but yeah, he's changed his darts again.
He's changed the stems as well.
Yeah,
the stem is what the flight goes into, and also the barrel. He obviously feels comfortable enough to want to use them, but it takes a brave man. We know he's brave, but is it going to be all in vain? All the hours of practice with the new arrows seems to be working all right so far.
Yeah, beautiful start from Barneveld and from Taylor. It really has been an extra special start to what's going to be an extra special night. Taylor uses unicorn darts, and what he's done, he's got a moulded plastic stem as opposed to a side-loaded stem, which he normally uses. Just explain what that means.
Well, the flight goes into the end of the stem, whereas the side-loaded, it's kind of a slit in between nylon, where the flight actually slits just in the side of it. It eliminates the fallouts. But what they've done, Taylor brought his A game. Barney, A+ at the moment. This is magnificent stuff.
Magnificent indeed. Well, 1-1, and you can tell how much this means to both players. 120 Barney's average, 115 Taylor's average. Yes, it's only the third leg, but it gives you a perfect indicator of where they are and how they have started. Barneveld, second in the table on merit weighing. But I just wonder, as Taylor goes awry, I just wonder that the mental strength of Barney, I think, will be the key to this. When you look back at what happened in Dublin, when he was 6-3 ahead, looked like beating Taylor for the first time in nearly 5 years in a TV tournament, and missed 5 match darts. How much that will hurt, how much it'll come into play, we shall see.
Well, I personally think we've already seen the mental strength of RVB, because at the start of this Premier League, he said that failing to reach the semi-finals the 2 previous years, he was looking out for relegation and wanted to avoid that. Once that was avoided, he said, then I'm going to push for the playoffs. So he's got his eye on the prize, but in stages. If you look at the whole thing, as in the start of the Premier League to the end, it's 15 long, arduous weeks. If you break it down into stages, I think Barney's playing it perfectly.
100. Raymond, you require 131.
I agree. 131. 6 darts if he needs them.
Well, even though RVB has not beaten Phil Taylor in the Premier League ever since 2005, it's not all bad. It's really not. Phil has lost to Raymond more than any other player. No one has had this success against Mr. T that this man has had. And if the doubles keep flying, you do feel that Barney's scoring capabilities could be what takes him over the line into his first Premier League final.
There's no doubt that when Barneveld won the Grand Slam in November, his first TV major for over 5 years, it was a watershed moment in his career, and you've talked about that Barney's wife Sylvia said it was arguably the biggest win of his career because it just changed so much. I would argue a win over Taylor tonight would top that, especially if he goes on to win it.
Has to win it. This game is still in its embryonic phase. And it's incredible. Phil Taylor, since its inception in 2005, the Premier League, has topped the league table every single year. This is the first year he hasn't. Are the others getting better? Or is Taylor on the decline? Or is it a bit of both?
I think the others are certainly getting better, but every time the critics decide that Taylor is on the decline, that's when he shows everybody that he isn't. He's done it time and time again over the years, hasn't he?
So far, the real sloppy efforts have come from Phil Taylor.
60.
When you're playing at this standard, you cannot throw bad darts, and 5 here and there could be your downfall.
58.
The 6-time winner of the Premier League against the man who would love to win it for the first time tonight here at the O2.
60.
Barney's having one of those legs all round the 60, cannot find it. Phil Taylor is not having a cracker himself. Phil, throwing these 3 darts harder than the previous 3, trying to get something going. He's not playing bad, don't get me wrong, he's averaging 102. But this is a bit of a shoddy leg from both.
97. Will we require 59?
So for 2-all 4 legs with throw.
Game
Not
show.
in doubt, was it?
Phil Taylor.
Every leg that goes with throw
Game on.
means that the first break of throw becomes more and more important.
Well, we see Phil Taylor there, give it a bit of a fist pump. Even though it wasn't the best of legs, he knows that just winning every leg is so important. And it's not what it does to you, it's what it does to your opponent. And the closer he can stay to Barney, the less comfortable Barney will feel. That is a given.
140.
Been practicing hard, Taylor. He may have a new setup with new stems, throwing as well as ever. And so is Barney. A second maximum in this semi-final.
That is Barney's 55th 180 of this Premier League campaign. Phil Taylor is only at 30.
Big support, as always, for Raymond van Barneveld here at the O2. First to 8 for a place in the final. £150,000 for our winner here at the O2. The second biggest prize in world darts.
Barney loves this combination. It'll be a treble 20, 16 for tops. He loves this combination, he loves this game.